companies who overhired a few years ago and now they're trying to cut their losses. What if I told you that despite the tech layoffs, there's a way that you can secure and future-proof yourself, regardless of what skills you have, whether you have a degree or not, whether you're already working in tech or not. And I'm going to show you how. You want to have a variety of things that you can do that you can either monetize or can bring money to you. You want to have that entrepreneurship mindset. So one of the things that I offer is a list of ChatGPT prompts that you can download for free and use to follow along as you're going through this journey. You may have a talent in a variety of other things, and now ChatGPT can help you accelerate those things. People come to you for it and ask you your advice, and you can turn that into an ebook or a tutorial that you can now turn around and teach someone else. Okay, so that helps you in a multitude of ways because you're now teaching and you've created another way to make money, right? So even if something were to happen with the tech layoffs or any industry that you're in, healthcare, education, defense, transportation, a private company, a big name, FANG company, no matter what happens, you already have a variety of tools and talent that can bring in money for you. A lot of the junior software developers and even mid-level, they're having a tough time right now with all of the layoffs. But what you can do to protect yourself from that situation is be looking at other adjacent roles that are similar to your position that you can easily navigate, learn, and move into. Like I mentioned in my previous video about skill sets, having T-level skill sets, where you are broad and have some depth in certain areas. Think about your future and how you want to secure yourself and future-proof yourself. Yes, AI and technology will always be here, but guess what? People need care, and those doctors and nurses need access to information in those systems. We have transportation. People need to get from one point to another. The systems and infrastructure need to be in place. You're online right now. Guess what? We have servers, and those platforms need to be up. YouTube, Netflix, Instagram, TikTok, all of these platforms that we use, your phone, the company that you use, your telephone service provider. These are all companies that rely on talent like you to keep it up, to keep it going. So you can be a part of that solution. That all brings us back to developing the right skills. You have to have specialized skill in something, STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, or high-level certification, have coding skills, communication skills, and some specialties in my field that I've developed over time. And I want that to happen for you. I want you to realize that you can develop the skills that no matter what happens, you have a special skill set. Because what you're going to do is leverage your soft skills by networking with people, reaching out to that company, especially if it's in an industry that values soft skills, teamwork, collaboration, and people skills. And you're going to reach out to those people on LinkedIn or through other online groups, Discord, Reddit. Find those companies, go to their company website. Some of these companies have emails where you can sign up and you can find out what's going on. Reach out to your local community college and universities and find out what they're doing in the community to recruit new talent for some of the big companies that are hiring in your area. If you have a great understanding of a cloud infrastructure, look into cybersecurity, look into some of those certifications that are related to that. Look into networking with people on that side and find out what's important. The key here is to build your relationships no matter what. Yes, it's easy to want to put in your hours and just go home. You don't feel like dealing with everything else. But in this type of economy that we're going into, as technology continues to progress, our communication skills are becoming harder to maintain because we're not mingling with each other as naturally as we used to back in the days. Now you really have to make an effort to reach out to people. And this is only going to help you as you build those relationships, because ultimately people only want to be around people they trust. So whether you are an entrepreneur or you're thinking about having a side project, side hustle, or anything like that, you want to be around people who trust you and you trust them. Those are the people who are going to put in a good word for you. When the companies start hiring again, they're going to remember you and they're going to think about, oh, you were part of a group, you guys worked on a project, you guys talked about a variety of things, and you had a lot of great things to say when going through your research. When you're thinking about tech layoffs and how to protect yourself, you want to look at websites where people can have an honest review on the company. That's also going to give you some insight information. Sometimes it could be intimidating thinking about reaching out to people who you don't know on LinkedIn. But another way is by going to Glassdoor and other websites where people can give their honest review of the company. If you watched my previous video, I showed you how to use ChatGPT to search for local companies in your area. Then what you can do is go on to Glassdoor or LinkedIn and start researching these companies to see what people are saying. Has anyone mentioned being laid off from these companies? Because chances are there's going to be a significant amount of negative reviews coming in soon, and you want to stay clear of those companies. But you also want to pay attention to the companies where people are saying that we're still here. We worked for a company for 7 years and they haven't laid anyone off, even during the pandemic. You want to look for those types of stories. You might have to be in the office a few times a week. It's not 100% remote, but I'm grateful to say that I'm still employed and I still have a job. Okay, that's what we call transparency. You want to look for the companies that are being transparent about what they're doing and how they've been handling the hiring and the layoff process, even from the pandemic. It's not just about chugging it out the cold, struggling or studying or putting out projects. Those are important too. As you're putting out projects and as you're learning a variety of tech skills and developing your own presence, you can also learn how to monetize some of these talents. A lot of people are still intimidated by ChatGPT, but millions of people are using it now to level up their careers as well as learn how to monetize some of their side projects. And you've created another way to diversify your options. Things are going to happen beyond our control, but what we can do is roll with the punches, right?